In this episode, it's time for the final round as we get the long-awaited duel between Yuga and Luke. Hey there, my name is Rex. It's time for episode 51 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. Yeah, part 1 of this duel. It's going to span across 2 episodes, and especially because, it's going to be wrapping up basically this arc this season, I guess. And there's quite a bit that goes on in terms of the plot developments. But overall, cool episode, fun episode. Like I said, after you watch it, it's just going to be like, ooh, but yeah, both teams are tied. It's Luke versus Yuga, and I like, that we get to see Luke kind of thanking his teammates, his friends, and kind of encouraging Yuga as well, He tells Roman and Kakuto, he's like, I couldn't have gotten here if it weren't for you guys, and of course, he tells Yuga not to hold back, that, make this a good duel, and of course, Yuga's all for it too, so it's just really cool, seeing them come together, and I guess, also kind of seeing Luke show more appreciation toward his friends than he usually does. I think he always appreciates them, but just kind of seeing him more so actively do that in this moment, I thought that was pretty nice. The duel starts off, it's pretty interesting too, and one also thing that I like is, Yuga starts off, he's doing well enough. He at least summons Seven's Road Magician, ends his turn with 2 cards set on the field, but he definitely looks nervous, and everybody notices. And I like that Luke tells him, hey, Yuga, I told you, I want this to be a good, fair duel, or it to be a good duel, and not to let anything hold you back, not even a bad hand. And so I just like that moment as well. So then Yuga kind of sort of regains his confidence, and the duel continues. Luke summons Drag Ears and is about to basically attack and take care of him for the time being. But Yuga has a trap card to help him, and it's an interesting trap card, a chance trap card, in that he reveals the top 7 cards of his deck. If there are at least 5 monsters there, he takes no battle damage. And then he can reset those cards in any order he sees fit. Among those the 5 monsters that he needs in those 7 cards is the 3 cards for his maximum monster, Vast Vulcan. And so, of course, he can set those on top so that he draws them next turn and summons it. And that's exactly what he does. So he brings out Vast Vulcan, and it's pretty neat. The summoning sequence is still the same, where it shows off Roa, Neil, and Asana, the people who gave him the cards for it. And so I like that, especially since they're watching during this tournament, during this duel. And Vast Vulcan is there. He's about to defeat Luke, but Luke's also got an interesting trap chance card that it's a similar thing. I think it reveals monsters off the top of his deck, or I don't know the exact effect, but basically it's slots. It's a roulette. If at least 2 level 7 or higher monsters are revealed, then he gains 3,000 life points. If a third one is revealed, he gains an extra 1,500 with that, which that's pretty crazy with all the monsters in his deck. Of course, there's going to be some high levels, so he does reveal 2, and he gains 3,000, basically getting rid of the attack from Vast Vulcan. So it's interesting. They both have trap cards that are sort of chance related to hold them off, but for the most part, it seems like they're evenly matched. And so it's going to be interesting to see how this duel ends, but it seems like there are some issues during this duel, as things are flickering out, the holograms, right? And that had happened during one of the other duels, during Roa's duel, where the power kind of was going out for a bit, and now it seems like everything's coming together as they're figuring out what exactly is going on, sort of. As everyone's coming together, and it gets pretty crazy from here. So. They determine, Geta determines, that someone's trying to hack Goha during this duel, during this tournament. And, in terms of who it is, we figure that out, sort of, as, and figure out what exactly they're trying to hack. Supposedly, like, the dual servers. Where exactly the physical dual server is revealed by the space exploration team, who, we saw them interact with Yuga, and it seemed like he was, they were going to be coming back, and it seems like they are. They were asked by Yuga to investigate. I like his logic of his line of thinking in that, if we're being distracted by Goha 66 looking underground, then the true motives are in the space. So, the craziest, most insane thing, the dual servers are on the moon, on the surface of the moon, and the Rush Duel robot is there. I don't think they really, they didn't exactly explain what exactly Rush Duel robot was doing there, because Yuga designed it, right? Or unless, you know, it was built as part of his live install for the Rush Duel thing, or unless that was part of, or that was already part of something. Well, these are the dual servers, right? And the Rush Duel stuff is in the dual servers on the surface of the moon, which are there for safekeeping, but apparently someone is still trying to hack it. And we figure out who it is as we're shown, you know, this little end bit. It's Otis. And, you know, we'd always been suspicious of Otis. We really knew almost nothing about him, right? In that, you know, he's extremely mysterious, the most mysterious character here in the series. And so it seems like now he's the villain. And what he's doing is he's doing a real-time Rush Duel uninstall during their duel. So that would mean, right, if their duel continues, if he finishes this duel, that would uninstall Rush Duels. And I guess, you know, he was using the entire tournament for that, for the real-time uninstall. Because you figure if all these people are dueling at the same time, or dueling and you have all this tournament going on, then I guess that works for the real-time uninstall. You know, a reverse of the real-time install that we've seen a few times in the series. So kind of interesting that coming back. But why exactly Otis is doing this? Because you figure he, in a way, helped Yuga install Rush Duels in the first place. Or at least, you know, maybe his hologram left over did that. Technically him. But, so why is he then wanting to uninstall them? I don't know. That's interesting. Unless, you know, maybe he disagrees with Yuga's thing, or maybe he wants to do something his own way. So it seems like so whether he's like a villain or not, he's definitely the antagonist. Again, you know, extremely mysterious from the very beginning, using all these classic monsters. But, you know, maybe at the same time, if he has all these classic monsters, maybe in a way he does want to try to keep some things traditional in a sense. Also, apparently, you know, he was the one behind the entire tournament, or at least setting it up. And you figure, you know, if he sets it up right, then he gets it started. You know, I guess that's a perfect way. If you have a Rush Duel tournament going on, that's a perfect way for the real-time uninstall. So, I mean, there's a lot going on, a lot of pieces. But I mean, it's interesting. So, next episode gonna be like the last one, the arc last one of the season or so, and so that is gonna wrap everything up. But, you know, on one hand, I want Luke and Yuga's duel to finish. But, because, yeah, supposedly, right, if you're real-time uninstalling, if they finish their duel, that completes it, right? No more Rush Duels. So, in terms of how they're going to get away around that, or, you know, I was really hoping that it wouldn't be a case of like, oh, hey, this shows up, guess what, you got to stop your duel now, because the real threat is here. We'll see how that goes, but definitely a fun, good episode, because, you know, it's leading into things. The penultimate episode of this portion. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you enjoy the episode? What do you think exactly is going on? Predictions for next week, and just overall, yeah, 52nd episode, kind of the 1 year of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, you know, basically 1 year every week, but it's been a little more than a year. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll continue the discussion down there, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to show your support. But anyway, this Rex. Have a nice day.